The Rhyniognatha, dubbed Sky Giga /Tuzo, actually informed to be Shadowmane 2.0, is here on ARK, the last creature for ARK Survival Evolved. And of course, you want to know how to tame this beast. Well, first thing you need to do is go to either the island or Lost Island. Nice to see a creature actually added to the original map of ARK, and go to the swamp biomes of either, and you'll find those pesky bugs flying around, floating around, ready for you to nab and take home. But it's not as simple as just knocking them out. No. You have to utilize them like you do a Reaper, which means if you know how Reapers work, impregnating is the way, but this time it's with creatures. So what you're going to need is a very, very tanky creature with you, ideally with a lot of health and a good saddle. Get a Rhyniognatha to be attracted to it by a fed pheromone that you can get from killing other Rhynionathas. But here's the trick. To get a Rhyniognatha to impregnate any creature, you need to whittle their life all the way down to 100 HP, which, if you've got some powerful weapons, could end up with you just killing it. So a great method is to whip out a net gun to slowly tick it down to the required HP. And before you know it, a little bug will start growing within your creature, and normally the very hostile bugs will fly away, leaving you to look after your creature, because you're going to need to. That food will start depleting very, very quick, with the creature craving a variety of different things to keep it alive, which can be almost anything from kibbles to veggie cakes, shadow steaks, free curry, gasoline, giga eggs. The list goes on, and we still don't know exactly how many things you're going to need, so you just get everything, I guess, at this point. And when the timer hits 0, your creature will go unconscious, and a baby bug will grotesquely erupt from your creature, killing that in the process and popping out at 30% maturation. So, of course, whatever creature you use, make sure you're happy to lose it. Then, like any baby creature, you'll need to claim it and imprint it as you normally would. So once adult, what can it do? Well, it certainly has a variety of different features. Again, Shadowmane 2.0, but this time good in air and sea. Well, even on sea, it can land on water, walk and slide around on it like a bloodstalker, or dive straight into and swim around at a pretty decent speed. Again, Shadowmane 2.0, it can harden itself for damage reduction against bullets, carry objects, vaults for example, a bit like the Exo Mech, even if the vaults are full of items, helping especially for PvP. But of course, carrying players and creatures, but this one carrying much bigger creatures than anything else before it. Large creatures such as Rexes, Racers, even Diplos. Its attacks, it's got a variety of different modes, from Needle, a rapid shot that deals damage holding it down for a continuous fire, a Rocket, slower but giving much bigger shots, with each shot applying a stack of slow debuff, and holding the button down turns it into a missile launcher able to aim and target your enemies. And lastly, a bomb, spitting a grenade-like orange resin thing that explodes, dealing damage and creates an orange puddle that slows and applies stack after stack until you freeze, or I guess solidify, your creatures in place. To do any of these and harden, you'll need resin, and it's simply obtained by getting sap and putting it in its inventory, from which it'll convert 1 to 1 every 5 seconds. As said, it can skim along the water or dive down pretty fast with a lot of oxygen, being able to harden itself underwater too, but it can't shoot its resin down there, nor can it pick up any creatures, so you certainly won't be picking up any Tuzos or sharks out of the sea anytime soon, or objects on top of that. Getting ahead a bit on its different shooting capabilities, it has an intimidation roar that's called a taunt, where dinos run away, mainly smaller to medium dinos, a bit like a Yuti, with a simple claw attack on top that's quite strong as well, which can hit while landed. Sadly, you can't breed these, though at the moment you can clone them, though they are very, very expensive to clone, so unless Wildcard made a mistake, maybe take full advantage of that. And have you already tamed one? Comment below, let me know. Is there anything else I missed from this list? I hope I didn't. This is as much as we found out so far, but of course wanted to get a guide out to you as soon as possible. Hope this has helped. My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, Peace out.